I'm narrating this timestamp video of my boyfriend prepping for a small dinner party over the course of 36 hours. After he went to the market, he picked me up a little bagel treat while I was working and then got to work prepping vegetables. I like showing the timestamp so you can get a sense of how Musashi sequenced his work. He started by popping cabbage in the oven, and then here he is prepping parsnips for a puree. He adds onion and butter into a heavy bottom pan and then cooks down the parsnips with some clam stock because this puree is going to be paired with a fish course. Then he's making a parsley coulis as garnish for a turnip soup. When blending the parsley, he blends with a big block of ice to make sure the green color is retained. Hi, I came back from drinks with friends, and now he's brunoising peppers for a light mignonette sauce that will pair with the fish course. The peppers will soak in oil with garlic overnight. At this point, the parsnips have been simmering for a while now, so he will blend with some seasonings, including a white soy sauce, and he will pass that through a fine mesh strainer. The cabbage he put in earlier is ready, so this is going to be stuffed into a chicken thigh for a chicken katsu. So here he is now prepping the chicken and thinning it out with a meat mallet. He also wants to add some mortadella for extra flavor and to help seal the cabbage with the chicken, and to make sure everything is secured, he's using this thing called moo glue. That wraps prep on day one, and good morning, it's day two, back on the streets of New York to pick up remaining ingredients. And then back home, he's preparing the fish. This is called rouget, and it's a white fish that's often used in French fine dining. At least that's how Musashi knows it. He also got halibut bones to make a fish jus, and that's going on the caviar chawanmushi. He's also cubing some apples for an applesauce that will add some acidity and sweetness to the rich katsu dish. He'll sear off the fish bones, add sake, and start with making this stock. These are Mars grapes, and he will soak that in Pernod, and it will give a nice burst of sweetness for the fish course. And then he finishes the applesauce and will start making red bean soup, which is his dessert course. Now he's preparing Hokkaido turnips for his first course turnip soup, and in between he will strain the fish stock and blend the turnips. Then he's making some cannoli dough to add texture in the red bean soup. Meanwhile, I came home with lunch fuel. Very important. He's finishing the cannolis to roll and punch them all out. And then he goes on to making nori parmesan fritters, which is paired with the smooth Hokkaido turnip soup. This recipe he's using is from the Four Horsemen cookbook, and now he's transitioning to make the chawanmushi with the added fish stock. Then on to breading the chicken ball from last night. Okay, now guests are here, so he's going to start plating the soup with the fritter and the parsley coulis. This was a collab menu with our friend Rishabh, so Rishabh's sending out his amuse-bouche of eggplant with stracciatella, and then that fish stock chawanmushi with a generous layer of caviar. Then Rish made a Brussels sprout salad with black garlic, and then this is Musashi's fish course with the grapes. Rishabh made agnolotti from scratch, and then this is Musashi's katsu course, and then the boys finished with dessert. That's it.